What up, family? So, once again, we back with another one, and I got me a nice D6 on the back. See, I got my bro back there. Let's go see who that is. But yeah, man, we got us a nice D6. Well, it says a 𝐬𝐿, but whatever. Same thing as a D6. We'll give you some details about the load later, but we're about to run on down to West Palm Beach, Florida. We're sitting at 13.6 wide. We got about 52,000 pounds on the weight. Not too bad. And of course, you know you gotta stay to the end for me to tell you about how much it pays, alright? Now, don't laugh at me too much. Gotta wipe my face, clean my face off. It's a little early, but y'all see who we got back there, right? Who that is? You know, we just did an interview. Man, who this is right here, man?
Grandpa.
Yeah, we is. So we about to go on ahead and head down to, y'all see that thing back there? Head down to West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm running a little behind this morning, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because the sun already up. But yeah, I'm about to go on ahead and get right. He gonna wash the back end for me. Let me show y'all this load. And we definitely will talk money later. But we did pretty good. Did pretty good. So let me get right. Let me get my stuff together. And I'm gonna holler at y'all in a little bit, alright? Cause like I say, I'm running a little bit behind. So I'll hit y'all back in a minute. Send me some pictures of it. Did the mechanic finish with the alright, ask him, does he have a tire? If not, I'm gonna send your address to go get a tire. Alright, let's call me back. What up, family? So we made it down here to Florida, but I got a blowout on the truck. Yes, I'm sorry, on the trailer. Got a blowout on the trailer. So we made it down to Ocala, Florida. Got on the waiting list. He said it's gonna be about 4 hours. So those of you that drive trucks, y'all know how that go. They're gonna call me in about 7-8 hours in the middle of the night, whatever, to let me know that they ready for me. Don't know how I'm gonna get this trailer in there with the load and everything like that, but it is what it is. And guess what? One of my other trucks got a blowout as well on the truck. So he was coming down here with a wheel loader, picked up at the same place, delivering to the same place. He's coming down here with me, but he's like way behind me. He's actually still in Louisiana because he had something with the DEF system, had to get fixed. So I had to call a mechanic for that. He's been dealing with that all day, but got it fixed. And he actually saw a tire on the trailer that was looking a little crazy, so got that fixed. And right when he was about to get out of Louisiana, tire bust on the truck, which is crazy because it's like new tires, right? But that blew out, so he's still behind. It is what it is. Hasn't really been a long day, but it has been a day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going ahead and I'm fixing me something to eat. I don't know if y'all can see that. Got my food right here, cooking. You know what I mean? Yeah, got me some chickpeas and let's see, maybe y'all can see this. Ooh, how that look? That looks good. It's cabbage, purple cabbage steaks, and some chickpeas and rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and chill out, man. I'm gonna get caught up on some work, some computer work, while I wait for the mechanic to let me know about a tire, and then I gotta deal with this other truck with a tire too. So I'm tired, but it is what it is. Gotta do what I gotta do, you know what I mean? And the day has to keep going. Wasn't able to work out today, obviously, but it is what it is. It's all good, man. Maybe I'll see if I get some more footage while I'm in the tire shop, or not. If not, I'll just see y'all in the morning when it's time to pull out, alright? So, oh, we got one on the hook as well. We got a load that's supposed to be like 14 foot wide, 14, 15 tall, gone about 200 miles. So if we get it, I gave him a quote. If we get it, definitely gonna let y'all know, of course, at the end of the video, how much that one paid, right? So yeah, man, stick with me, man, for the rest of the week, man. Come roll with Lo. I like that. Roll with Lo or ride with Lo. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about it. But see y'all in the morning, all right? So they got me in there. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Phone ring. As my fellow drivers know how it is when you're getting something fixed, like a tire or anything like that on your truck, how it goes in the middle of the night when you get that phone call or the phone keep ringing, right? So they called me up, let me know, hey man, we're ready for you. It's like 1 in the morning. Keep in mind, I got here at like 6 this evening, yesterday evening. And when I called them up, I said, hey man, need a tire, whatever. Check to make sure they had the tire, because I actually had 2 spares on my truck. I ran through both of them. So I'm gonna get a tire, I'm put a brand new tire on it, then I'm gonna actually get a brand new tire for a spare as well. Something that when you pull in, you know, these low boys and stuff like that, you always want to keep you at least 1 to 2 spares at all time. Like all time, because the type of tire it is, they don't really have these tires anywhere, right? And you wanna keep rolling. You don't wanna be like calling around looking for tires, see who got it, all this stuff. And even if they do have it, you kind of wanna get it at a better price. You don't wanna have to be stuck out in the middle of anywhere, right? Looking for a tire and someone say, hey, yeah, I got a tire, and it's like $800 for the tire, knowing you could have got the tire for $250, you know what I mean? Or $300 from like Southern Tire or something like that, right? So like, keep you some spares, you know what I mean? But yeah, so the guy called me up, man. What's crazy is, check this out. He called me up, and when he called me, he's like going back and forth with me, and he's like, hey, yeah, just bring it over here so I can see it. See if I can jack it up or whatever. I'm like, well, hold up, man. I'm like almost 14 foot wide. I'm oversized, and I'm like on the street. Like, man, can you just walk over here and see if you can pick it up? Like, I don't want to move and then come way over there and it's nighttime. I'm not even supposed to move the load, but you know, right? You want me to move all the way over there to see if you can even pick it up, and then if you look at it and say, oh no, I can't do it, then what? Like, I'm stuck, nowhere to park. So anyway, he took it, you know, I'm going back and forth with him, and he just hung up in my face. Like, seriously, like, click, bam. Man, ooh, you know how I felt about that. So I got up, and y'all work with me a little bit because I'm still kind of like a little sleepy because he woke me up out of my sleep. Man, I jumped up, put my clothes on, put my beanie on, and I'm storming over there, right? And as I was going over it, I'm thinking about all the stuff I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say, whatever. So I got over there, and he was walking out, and I was like, hey man, because I called back. And the lady that, before she transferred me, she was like, hey, can I take your number and get him to call you back? I said, well, no, he just hung up in my face. You know, what's his name? She gave me his name. I was like, yeah, because, you know, on my phone, because I have my office phone connected to my cell phone when I'm working out in the field, right? And whenever someone calls that number, it automatically records. You feel what I'm saying? So I have him on a recorded conversation. So I said, hey man, look, I'm gonna email the conversation over to his boss or whatever. So I get over there, he comes out. I'm like, hey, such and such. He's like, yeah. So I kind of was going back and forth with him a little bit, just a little. But as I'm like looking at him, he just seems so aggravated. He's smoking a cigarette. And I was like, look, man, you didn't let me explain to you what I'm dealing with. I just want to explain to you what's going on so you can understand like what's going on. So while I'm saying what I'm saying, just let me talk for a second. He did, but I came at him cool. I didn't really get crazy with him. I wanted to while I was walking over. I guess it was enough time to walk, right, in the cold to kind of calm me down. Plus I need the tire, right? So he was like, man, you know, he didn't apologize, but he just was like, man, you know, I walked into this situation at night and this and that. He was complaining a lot. And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling like I'm having a bad night, but it seems like he having a worse night than me. So I was chill, wasn't no big deal, whatever. And truck's in the shop, it's getting the tire changed. And we'll be back on the road in the morning, man. No big deal. It is what it is. But you know, it's trucking, man. Like, it's trucking. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. A lot of people out there, they wanna get in these trucks, they wanna be drivers, owner operators, or they wanna do specialized, or whatever the case may be. But understand, they're gonna have some long nights, some lonely nights, and you're gonna have to, you know, do certain things like I'm doing right now, you know what I mean? A tire, just need a tire. Now I gotta be up in the middle of the night dealing with this, and which is no big deal. You know, I've been doing this for years, so off and on as far as the driving part of it. But we're gonna be good. So I'm gonna get back with y'all in a minute, man, when we finish up with the tire, and maybe tonight or maybe in the morning. But either way, I'll be getting back with y'all. All right, buddy, let's roll. Guess we'll creep on down till we hit that spot. The curfew and all that good stuff. Man, look at old Red behind us, man. I miss old Red. You know, I had 3 of them things, man. Old Reds. Sucker for them red bones. Yeah, I am. They got one sitting up there, up in, I think it was like Kentucky somewhere, with 18 speed, Detroit. I said, ooh, I might have to go get that. 15 band. I said, damn. 18 speed. I said, ooh, snatch that. All right, family, so back on the road. I am tired. Y'all better not be talking about how dirty my truck is, because I didn't clean up this morning. Before I let y'all in, I didn't clean up. You dig? We back on the road. Got the tire fixed. Went to sleep about 3 o'clock this morning. Dealing with that, finishing up with that. I was actually able to get right back in my parking spot, so that was good. So we about to rock on down south, man, get this thing off. I hope this dude called back for this other load, because it's paying pretty good. I want it, you dig? If not, whatever, no big deal. I'll just start heading back home. I ain't tripping, you know what I mean? So I don't work on the Shabbat. I honor the 7th day Sabbath, so, you know, I don't work on the Shabbat, which is the Sabbath, which is what we call Saturday. It's the 7th day. So either I'll be dead heading home, or maybe I'll just get a room and just chill out. I don't know. Only an hour and a half, 2 hours from Miami, so I can do that if I want to. But either way, life is great. Either way, life is great. So ooh, that curve's close. That's a close one. I don't need to be popping no tires. So, all right then. Well, I'll see y'all in a bit. Well, we got it unloaded. Look at it over there. Got it unloaded. Got all my equipment set up. Sorry I couldn't get no footage of it while he was unloading it. But anyway, we have no load, South Florida, nothing going back to the house, but it's all good, no big deal. Probably deadhead up to Jacksonville or something like that. No big deal. And if not, it paid enough to where I can deadhead all the way home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to finish doing me a quick walk around, checking over my equipment before I pull off. Come on out my little onesie, you dig? And we gonna hit the road. Put me a little something to eat in the oven, my little cooktop, you dig? We're gonna rock on, man. So I will update y'all with the next load, and then of course at the end of the video we're gonna go over the full week, recap what we did, how many loads, what the loads was paying, and that's gonna be that. All right, so I'll see y'all in the next clip. All right, family, so went on ahead and headed up to Jacksonville, Florida, and man, I chilled out last night. Went on ahead and went to the gym. Went hit up Planet Fitness, you know what I'm saying? Went hit the gym up, got me a good workout. I was a little tired, man. The night before, with dealing with that tire, man, that was like breaking my sleep, man. That was kind of rough for me. But went on ahead, then headed up to Jacksonville, got me a parking spot, dropped the trailer, went on ahead, hit the gym. Gym was nice. My brothers, the gym was nice. And I'm pretty sure y'all know what I mean when I say that. But anyway, so in Florida, man, you know, everybody just was good energy. Nice people in the gym, man. But it was actually a nice area. They had a nice, a lot of places to like get something to eat. I was like, wow, this is what's up. Like I couldn't really, they had so many places to get something to eat from. It was like hard to pick, you know what I mean? So I went to this Thai restaurant. As for y'all that don't know, I am plant-based. People call it vegan, but I'm not vegan. I just don't eat anything unless it grows from the ground. You know? So I don't eat no animal products or anything like that. So some people call it vegan, but I call it plant-based because veganism can be different. I'm not a vegan, I'm plant-based. So anyway, I went to this Thai restaurant. I got me some spicy vegetable and tofu situation. And then I got me some veggie rice. And then I got me a nice glass of Chardonnay wine. Really, really good, nice and crisp, right? Chilled in there. Listened to my Bible study, because Bible study was last night. Listened to my Bible study on the headphones while I ate my dinner, and drank me some wine, chilled out, and then you know, went back to the truck stop and shut it down for the night. Done me some paperwork, got straight, and I went to sleep, man. You know, so, and now here we are. Got up this morning. I booked a load. I missed 2 good loads. They had one going 100 miles, 60,000 pounds. 11 foot wide. The dude told me 2,200. I pressed him for 2,500. He came back and said, oh, my account manager only wants to allow me to book the load for 1,800. I'm like, bro, you literally said 1,800 or whatever, right? Maybe I can like put a snapshot of the text that we had. And he was like, yeah, you know, we can't do 2,200, we gotta do 18. I'm like, all right, man, like, well, let's do 2,000 or whatever. He came back and was like, hey, I got somebody for 19. What happened was, I know what happened. These brokers, you got drivers that will call a broker and they will just give them a lower rate just to like steal the load from someone else. Like, hey, look, I know you got to put it for 2,000 or whatever. You know, they'll just give them this low rate, and they don't understand that. And I'm going to do a video about this, a teaching. They don't understand that the brokers, especially in the specialized market, they're only going off of what you tell them. Like they don't know what it takes to run a load, how much fuel, like they don't know this stuff, right? Maybe some of them, but the majority of them don't. So they're going based off of the data that you're giving them. So like when you tell them, hey, this is what we should get for a load, stick to that. Stop trying to lowball and not believing that you're worth the money that you should get paid. But I'm gonna do a separate video about that. I'm not gonna rant in this one. But anyway, so missed out on that. Then I actually booked the load, which was going closer to my house, you know, heading back home towards Alabama. And I just booked it, man. It was $1,100. Well, he wanted to pay $1,000. But he went up to 1,100. I didn't want the load, and I should have followed my first mind, because whenever I'm like second guess a load, I actually don't book it. You know what I mean? But still looking at the load board as I'm driving on my way in, see if I can catch me something. But what is that? Savannah to Chattanooga. Okay. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna take the load because it's going towards my house. It's $1,100, whatever. Probably don't have to get it permanent. If I do, I was gonna take the route through Georgia and go and take a back road, so I wouldn't have to worry about it in Florida, whatever, right? So I took it. It was like 8 miles away. It was only going like 200 miles or whatever, but it was going in the direction going home. So I was cool, you know. Man, I went on ahead and pulled up to the load, and when I got there, the guy was like, yeah, can you know, take it? It's 12.9. I'm like, 12.9? I'm like, nah, man. He told me it was 12 foot. He said, well, I got a shorter one than that, about 12.3. I said, well, I'll take the 12.3. It was supposed to be like a garbage truck, right? Then he said it was 9 foot wide. I'm like, man. And he said it was, you know, wide or whatever. I still wasn't really like, I'll take it. Cool, whatever. Like I said, it's Thursday. I don't want to, you know, I like to get home for the weekend. But if I'm making some really good money, I'll stay out. I won't work. I won't work on the Shabbat, like on Saturday. I won't work. I'll go get me a room. I'll chill in my truck or whatever and get on my daily calls. I got like 3 calls on the Shabbat, you know, Shabbat calls and stuff like that. But studying with my brothers over the scriptures and stuff like that. But man, I got there and he was like, I seen him like pulling it or pushing it. And I'm like, but it was pulling it. And I'm like, hey, which truck am I getting? It was like, this one. I'm like, this one? I said, man, it doesn't run, huh? He said, no, none of them runs. I said, oh, hell no. I said, man, he didn't tell me that. So I called the broker, was like, hey, man, you didn't tell me that this truck doesn't run. He said, and so what? What does it matter? Do you want the load or not? I said, what? I said, excuse me? He said, do you want the load or not? I just politely said, you know what? I don't. Click. That's it. Like, we don't have to argue. I don't want it. You're right. It's $1,100. Like, get out my face. You know what I mean? So I didn't worry about it. So guess what I'm doing now? Troop. I-10 by 10 heading west. And I'll be monitoring the load board while I'm heading west on my way in. And if I see something, I see something. And if I don't, I don't. I'm still blessed anyway. Right? I'm going to prosper anyway because what's for me is for me. And what's not is not. All good, no big deal. All right, so I'm gonna be heading in. Something pop up, I'll record it too and let y'all know. If not, I'll see y'all. Oh, my food's done, so definitely gotta get back with you now. So I'll be seeing y'all in a minute. Peace, peace, peace. Family, guess what didn't happen? You gotta guess. All right, I'm gonna tell you. I done got me another load. Yep, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Was on my way in and coming on I-10 and literally probably about 30 minutes up the road after I left Jacksonville, right? I like barely got out of Jacksonville and basically, ooh, that sun is pretty good, pretty bright. But basically I was driving and when I was looking for a load for my other truck, had a load popped up and it was in Savannah. I said, man, let me call up on this load, man. It had the price on there, but once again, y'all have to watch it to the end, man. Maybe just skip to the end of the video and then, you know, it'll show you what the price was or whatever, or what the price is on the loads if you can't wait, if you're impatient, right? But anyway, so I went on ahead and called them up. The load is 1510 wide. It's really 15.8, but I got it permitted at 1510. Really, I got it permitted at 16, right? So 15.8 wide, 13.5 tall, I believe, or 14 tall. It's only like 27 foot long. It's only like 25,000 pounds, so it's not heavy at all. So I don't even have to like get it permitted for the weight. But I'm gonna need 2 escorts all the way there, and I'm gonna need a height pole, which is an escort for the front with a height sensor, right, to check my height and everything while I'm going through. So I am gonna need 2 escorts going all the way from, it's picking up in Savannah and it's going over to Mulberry or Millbury or something like that. So that's basically a little southwest of Jacksonville. Actually, a little bit outside of Jacksonville, Florida. It's not far at all. So when I looked at the permit, it's not really sending me out of route too much. It's gonna be less than 200 miles. You know what I mean? So I did what any smart trucker would do, which was turn around. And so today is Thursday actually, so I'm not gonna be able to get a load today, which I wouldn't have got one anyway, just because I wouldn't want to mess up my chances of picking up the better load tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just go on ahead and chill out. I'm at the Loves, I'm at the truck stop right now. I'm gonna just chill out, man, with my fellow truckers, right? maybe I might still hit the gym later on tonight. I don't know. But I'm a little tired. I'm a little sleepy, actually. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'll order me some Uber Eats, you dig, from like this hibachi place. I love hibachi. I really love hibachi. It's really good. So I got me some hibachi. They're going to Uber Eat it to me. And I'm going to get my food. I'm going to chill out, catch up on some paperwork, set my load board up for my other truck for tomorrow. The plan is to deliver this load straight through tomorrow. They did tell me that they wanted it to deliver on Monday, but I'm gonna try to deliver it on tomorrow, right? Instead of Monday. That's the plan. Now, it's definitely paying enough to wait till Monday, and if that's what I have to do, then I'll just chill till Monday. You know, either I'll chill in the truck or I'll get me a room or whatever, because it's gonna be in the Jacksonville area. What I'm gonna do is, if I do have to deliver it on Monday, I'm gonna go park the load on site at the delivery so I can get rid of my escorts and everything for the weekend. And I'll just drop the trailer or whatever, but we'll see. I really would like to deliver it tomorrow. And if I deliver it tomorrow, then I'm saying if, I don't like to say if. When I deliver it tomorrow, shoot, I'm gonna deliver that thing and start heading on home, you know what I mean? Get home before Saturday morning. So that's the plan. But I'm about to go see what they got going on in the truck stop, and while I wait on my food. So I'll get back with y'all today or tomorrow or whatever. Y'all know I'm gonna get some fire footage of the load. You know I gotta get that. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. So I'll see y'all in a bit. Well, so it's definitely been a day. We got it loaded back there. Y'all see it. Guess what else? Y'all definitely see the hood popped up on it. So got on over here to load it up. This morning, they said it wasn't gonna be ready till about 11 or so, but I went on ahead and came early, about 7:30 this morning, and I'm sitting there waiting on everybody to come in, because they was gonna come in at about 8 o'clock or whatever like that. But man, my stop engine light came on, and when the stop engine light came on, I said, damn, man, what the hell going on? Looked at the dash, it said coolant, another coolant hose, bust. It's a brand new truck, man, 2023. It is what it is. So, brand new coolant hose bust, checking my load. And coolant was everywhere, but it only was coming out when it was, the truck was running, right? So, went on ahead, parked, got under there, checked a bunch of stuff, looked around, see what was going on. And like I said, it was a hose. So I said, you know what? I'm not even about to try to mess with this myself. I'm not even about to try to, I need to try to hurry up and call someone to come fix it. So I called a mechanic, because remember, I got escorts on this load. I got them sitting waiting on me. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to, like, you know, they start charging me extra or whatever, which I'm paying them by the day anyway. But I don't want nightfall to catch me, stuff like that. And I wanted to deliver it today. I still have a shot to deliver it today, and so I can head home for the weekend. And if not, no big deal. I'm gonna just go get a hotel and chill out for the weekend. It's no big deal, right? I'm not complaining, right? Because I'm blessed. I really am. So right now, the mechanic, he is going to the parts store, see if he can get another hose and get on back, figure this out, and see for sure if that's the problem, which, you know, I definitely know that's the problem. And well, looks like the mechanic there. So yeah, I'll get back with y'all in a second, right? Hello.
When you turn out here, we got 18 on the left shoulder, up against the curve.
Seen something, I don't know, that's something coming on my truck. Just pull over to the right. One second. Let me double check. So we didn't make it today. Right before the Georgia-Florida state line, the guy came back, said that the mechanic is what I'm talking about. He came back and said that there was no hose. He could not find the hose. Then he kept trying to tell me, oh, it's not the hose, man. It's not the hose. It's not the hose. It's not the hose, right? And I'm like, man, it's definitely the hose, okay? And he keep trying to tell me, it's not the hose. It's not the hose. I'm like, man, it is the hose, bro. Like, I looked at it. I checked it. I got under it myself. The only reason why I called you is because to leverage you as a car to go get the parts and just do it while I'm, you know, securing my load. That's really it. I could have done it myself. It's literally a 5-minute fix. Well, he ripped and run to find the hose, and I told him to just put a splice in it, put a little splitter in it, and let's just keep it moving, right? Don't worry about trying to get a totally new hose. Oh man, you gotta fix it right. And put a new hose on it, because 9 times out of 10, if the hose, you know, collapsed or is bad or whatever, it's gonna do it again, right? So I went with that advice. I said, you know what, you're right. Go get the hose. But I'm telling him, I said, listen, I don't have all day, man. I gotta get this load delivered, right? I got these escorts that I'm paying per day. And if I don't get, they got a curfew in Florida, right, that I'm gonna have to beat by 4 p.m. If I don't make it by 4 p.m., then I'm gonna be stuck not delivering the load, right, until Monday. He like, oh, okay. This dude took all day and still didn't get the hose, right? So what do? Well, he done exactly what I told him to do in the beginning. He said, oh, I got a thing in my truck, man. I can just put it in, splice it in the middle, because he put the hose back on there literally to see if it was the hose or not. And I'm like, it's the hose. Sure enough, it was the hose, whatever. So a $2 part, maybe it was $1. Took him 5 minutes, but I still had to pay him $400 because he did all of this other stuff. He wasted coolant all over the ground in the by the shipper, right? And I had to pay him $400. So that was $400 for that. I didn't make it to the delivery. Both of my escorts are gonna charge me extra because for tomorrow, which is only gonna be, you know, maybe 60 miles. We only got like 50, 60 miles left. That's about it. They're gonna take it light on me, but you know, still gonna have to pay them, you know, more money, man. And it's just like, dang. But anyway, it is what it is. It comes with the game. It comes with trucking, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you're doing specialized, because you have to understand that when you get these oversized loads, you got, you know, curfews with the permits. You got to deal with these escorts. It's a lot of stuff you got to deal with, man. Like when you're dealing with these escorts and a load flows over to the next day or whatever, you have to pay them more, sometimes double or more than double, right? That's why you got to be charging the right prices for these loads. These are not regular loads. You got to be charging them. In my opinion, what the load is paying, it's still worth it, right? Still all good. No big deal, you know. I'm still blessed. It's all good. It is what it is. But I will be going into tomorrow with the load. Something that I just didn't want to do, but I'm like forced to do it. I'm actually forced to do it. So it is what it is. I'm in a position to where I have to do it. So I'm gonna just do what I gotta do and deliver it tomorrow, you know what I mean? As of right now, I'm shut down at the pilot, right at the state line. I believe this is like exit 1 or whatever into Florida. And I'm about to chill out, go hit the gym and take me a shower after the gym, give me something good to eat. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the night. It's all good, it is what it is. I'm still making money, man. So, you know, no big deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening and I'll see y'all in a bit, rest of the video, all right? Peace. Guess what? Yep, found us a gym. Yeah, we did, check it out. Planet Fitness. So, about to walk in this gym. I actually just came out the gym because I forgot my camera. I'm like, oh snap. So, I already done my warm up and my done me some pull-ups, you dig? So, man, I'm about to go in here and get right. That's one thing, gotta stay fit, man. To my fellow truckers, men and women, to my brothers and my sisters, listen, make sure y'all staying fit. I'm gonna be out here eating all the doggone hot dogs and chips and dips and Snickers and all this stuff, and sitting behind that wheel and being out of shape, man. Make sure you're staying in shape, doing what you gotta do, you know. So I'll get it with y'all in a second. Go enjoy this workout, man. So we got that done. Whew, man, that was a good one. Yeah, it was. So I'm gonna go on ahead and sorry y'all, I'm not really tired, but I'm a little winded, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna go on ahead and find somewhere to get something to eat and maybe sip on a little wine. I don't know. Gotta see. But yeah, man, you as well. Appreciate you. Yeah. Look at my phone and see what they got around here. As y'all know, I'm plant-based, so I don't eat no meat. I don't eat anything that comes from an animal. I got some food in the truck, but not much because it's the end of the week, you know what I mean? I usually be home by now, but got stuck on this load because of the issues that we had today. So no big deal. It's all good. I ain't tripping. But man, they got a Harbor Freight. Let me walk in here right quick because I need a fuse for my inverter. I'm gonna go walk in here and see if they got a main fuse. But man, especially to my brothers, sisters too, make sure y'all take care of y'all health, man. Y'all driving these trucks, so even if you're not driving a truck, it is what it is. Make sure you are taking care of your health, seriously. Don't be driving these trucks and just letting your body go down and not really taking care of your health, you know what I mean? Like, actually take care of your health, you know? Hello? Your fuses, like your main fuses? Fuses, like big fuses? Or just the little ones? What would they be?
So we've got some all the way down aisle 4 and then some in aisle 5 in electrical.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so, man, make sure you're taking care of your health. And don't let your health go to waste, you know, like, take care of your body, man. Seriously, while you're out here. So, I gotta look for a fuse. And my arm is hurting holding this camera up. So, yeah, till next time. right, family, so as y'all can see, we got that bad boy off of here. So we're unloaded, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head back onto the house. Not too far. I believe I'm like 7-8 hours away from the house. I'm gonna chill out, man. Put this cruise control on, monitor the load board, of course, and you know, maybe they might even have something on the way back, or maybe not. Either way, the week is good for me. I don't really have to get nothing else for the week. I would love to get something else for sure, especially another good one like we just got. But man, look, gonna go on ahead and head in, monitor the load board, sip on a little coffee, you dig? And I'll catch y'all at the house, and we're gonna do what? Y'all already know, we're gonna go over some numbers. Yeah, we're gonna go over some numbers, and we're gonna talk money, because y'all love to talk that money. So, yeah. All right, family, so I've made it back home. I made it back home on Saturday. Today is actually Tuesday at the time of recording this portion of the video. And as promised, we're going to swap over to the computer and go over some numbers. We're going to talk about some money, right? I'm going to go over the truck that I drove this week with the RGN. And I'm going to go over another driver with an RGN as well. We had pretty good weeks, you know, decent. Nothing I would say was great, but it was, you know, decent weeks. Both of us only pulled two loads this week. We both live in Louisiana, so we basically rushed home because they had this big storm coming through. And it actually was a storm. I didn't think it was going to be like it was, but it actually was like a little miniature blizzard or whatever. So we've been home ever since. Haven't had any loads. So yeah, but let's go ahead and switch the camera over and talk some numbers, because y'all know y'all love to talk about that money. So let's talk about it. All right, family, so let's start off with unit. Let's see, what unit is this? This is going to be truck 4755, which is not the one that I drive. It's another one. We have a couple of trucks. We're going to go over specifically just the RGNs we have right now. I'm actually about to put another one on the road. At one time we had 3, but another story. Anyway, so this particular truck started off in Houma, Louisiana, and it went to West Palm Beach, Florida. Okay. And it was, right now, look at that. At the time of recording this video, they got New Orleans and all this stuff just blocked off because of the bad weather, the snow, you know what I mean? It's just, it's crazy. But anyway, so, but typically it would be, this would be the route, right? This would be the route typically, not what they had before. So anyway, so that was right at, it says 860 miles. Let's just, you know, 858, but let's just call it an 860. So on that one, it was like 55 miles deadhead plus 860 loaded miles, right? That run paid, grossed out at $5,400. I tried to get him up to 6,000. He wouldn't budge, but it was 9.5 wide, and it was right at 50. I think it was right at 50,000 pounds, like 50,000 pounds. So it was a little overweight. Not much overweight, but it was definitely overweight. So once he got down, it was a crazy week, y'all. It was with that particular truck. A lot went on. Driver, his license was suspended, so I had to swap him out with another driver. Got a blowout, got damage to the trailer. It was crazy. It was a lot of stuff going on, but we made it through, right? So once he got down to West Palm Beach, he did headed over to Lauderhill, Florida, which was 47 miles deadhead. And then he brought a load up to North Charleston, South Carolina, and was able to deliver it on the weekend, right? which was 560 miles, which paid $1,800. And then he did hit it all the way home, which was 750 miles. Once again, we was dealing with the storm and this weather, and it didn't make sense for none of us to be out on the weekend anyway, right? During the storm, Martin Luther King Day, inauguration. So I already knew the loads was going to be crazy. So it's like, hey, look, let's go home. Like, nobody needs to be out. You know what I mean? Just wasn't that much money to stay out. So all in all, the truck grossed $7,200. Okay. All miles was 2,262 miles, empty and loaded, which 850 of those miles was empty miles. So basically, almost, half of what he drove was basically empty miles, right? So for all miles, empty and loaded, comes out to be $3.18 a mile, okay? Now, if you take just the loaded miles and you divide them by the gross, you got 7,200 gross, and divide that by 1410. So for loaded miles, it was $5.10 a mile, basically, okay? But all in all, empty and loaded, it was $3.18 a mile. All right. So, and expenses for that week was $1,140 in fuel. Permits was $407. And maintenance, this is the big one, because it had a tire repair, two tire repairs, okay? And had 2 tire repairs and a issue with the truck. So we had a coolant leak we had to fix. We had 2 tire repairs. One of the tire blew out. It totally blew. It ripped out the wires for the lights. Had to put new lights. It was crazy. New mud flaps, the whole 9. So for the week, with everything, all of the repairs, it was right at $1,100, like $1,025, right? That's what all of that cost. Okay. So it wasn't too bad. I'm still profiting. I'm still in the good, even with all of that. I'm still in the good. Not like I would like to be in the good, but hey, I'm still profiting some money, meaning I'm still going to take some money home. It's all good. It is what it is. Once again, not what I would like to take home, but it's a business. Every week, you're not going to do what you would like to do. Sometimes you would do more. Sometimes you would do less. So that was that truck. All right. Now let's get to the one that I actually drove this week, which is unit 3131. And for that truck, I guess I forgot to show y'all on the screen where that the second load was going. But anyway, so for that truck that I drove, it actually picked up in Homer as well, Homer, Louisiana, and it went down to West Palm Beach, Florida as well. All right. Now, the one that I drove actually paid more because it had to have escorts and it was overweight as well. It wasn't that heavy, about 54,000 pounds, and it was right at 13.4, 13.5 on the width. So I had to have an escort, just one. Wasn't a big deal, but I was able to get 8,500 for that particular load. Once again, 52-mile deadhead and 850 miles on the actual run, okay? And it went down to West Palm Beach, Florida. Once again, that load paid $8,500, all right? On that specific load, the permits was right at $620. I got a scale ticket because I wanted to see exactly what my weights was, all right? So that was $14. And an escort, all in all, overnight fee, mileage, everything was $1,600, okay? Then, once I delivered that load, everything basically went smooth. I did hit it up to Jacksonville, Florida, and I kind of chilled out there. I just didn't want to wait for nothing down south or whatever. So I just kind of chilled out up there, got me something good to eat, man. I went to the gym. I went and got me something good to eat from like this Asian or Thai spot or whatever it was. Got me a glass of wine. I chilled out, relaxed. And the next morning, I did get a load It was going from like Jacksonville over to like Alabama around Dothan somewhere. So I was like, well, cool, you know, I can take this load and, you know, I can go home, right? You know, for the weekend and just chill out. No big deal. I basically made my week's pay with the first load, right? But when I went to pick the load up, the guy lied. The load was basically over height than what he said, taller than what he said. It was actually wide. He said it was legal width, but it was wide. And the truck didn't run. It was a dump truck and it was heavy. And I'm like, you know what? I had unhooked the trailer and everything. I said, you know what? I'm not like, I call a dude, the broker, and I'm like, hey man, you know, you didn't say this truck didn't run, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, so what? What does it matter? Do you want the load or not? I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm not even about to go back and forth with this dude. I said, you know what, sir? Nope, I don't want it. So I didn't take the load, right? So when I left there, I politely just hooked back up to my trailer. I said, you know what? I'm about to just cruise home and chill. I'm not even tripping, right? I pulled over, fixed me something to eat, warmed up my food, and I was on my way home. I got about 30 minutes up the road, and I looked on the load board, and a load popped up, right? And it was going from Savannah, Georgia to Middleburg, Florida. So I called them up, got the details on it, and when I got the details on it, you know, they told me what it was, and from what I remember, it was like 14 foot tall. It was 1510 wide, and it was 22 foot long, and it was light. It was about 25,000 pounds. Now, when I actually picked it up, it felt a little heavier, so I actually like added more weight to my permits, you know what I mean? And it was only going 170 miles. Now, that was from Jacksonville to Savannah. So what is that? That's about 1141, 1278. Let's see, 1278, subtract 1141, I think that was. It's like 140 mile, right? Did hit, right? All good. Got over there. I got my hype pole, I got my escort and everything. That load paid $5,500 for only 170 miles. Okay. The plan was to deliver it the same day on Friday. Everything that could have went wrong, basically, in a sense, went wrong. I literally blew a cooling hose, cooling everywhere, as I was picking the load up. And this is a brand new truck, 2023. Blew a cooling hose. That had me stuck out all day. I couldn't make the cutoff the same day, so I literally had to pay the mechanic. He was trying to overcharge me. I paid him $365. He was trying to basically get about $500 from me, and all he did was nothing. He just put a little splitter in the hose and fixed it, which I told him to do that in the first place. And he ran around everywhere to try to find the hose, couldn't find the hose, whatever. Okay, cool. I just wanted to get going, paid him, whatever, right? And then I had a tire blowout on my way to Daytona Beach on a trailer. You're going to learn, man, with these pulling these heavy loads and dealing with these trailers, you're going to get some blowouts. So that was $600 for that. And on that load, I paid in escorts altogether was $1,700. And I paid $95 for permits. So, all in all, for the week, that truck grossed $14,000. All right. All miles, loaded and empty miles, because I did hit it all the way back home after that. Let's put that up here. Let's just put New Orleans. All right. Says 1965, but basically, I know why I'm saying that. So let's just say 2,030 miles. Let's just call it that, right? So with that being said, I have it logged in as 2,047 miles, right? So 14,000 gross for the week. That brings us at 6.84 a mile for all miles, okay? But for loaded miles, because loaded miles was only 1,020. You know what I mean? It wasn't that many at all, right? So if you do that, you have $13.72, okay? Now, with that being said, and fuel was $1,455, and escorts total $3,300 for the week. Permits total $715, scale ticket $14, and miscellaneous expenses was $965. All right. So that's basically what we got for the week. All right, family. So that's basically what we have for the week. Let me know if you're enjoying these type of videos. I'm switching it up a little bit, right? More like vlog style. Just kind of take y'all with me with whatever it is that I'm doing for the week, and just kind of show y'all what I'm doing, show you what I have going on, teach along the way. You know, yeah. So that basically was the week, man. We did pretty good just with those 2 trucks. You know what I'm saying? Both pulling RGNs. One of them is a tandem axle, which is a 5-axle setup, meaning 3 on the truck, 2 on the trailer. Another one is a 7-axle stretch setup. So that's 3 axles on the truck, 4 on the trailer, 3 with a flip, basically. And we're doing pretty good, man. Even in the beginning of the year when things are supposed to be slow, bad, crazy, whatever, we're still rocking and rolling. I mean, we had a good bit of expenses this week that ate up most of my money, the profit. All in all, you know what I mean? I would have done really, really good this week if I wouldn't have had to pay for all this stuff. But I don't look at it in a bad way. I look at it in a good way. Like, you know what? Now the truck or the trailer or whatever is fixed. It has good tires on it. It has whatever it is that I repaired is good to go. It's good to rock for the next week, right? So not no big deal. It is what it is. But once again, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. All right, help me out. I'm actually getting more serious with this YouTube thing, right? And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below, whether if you have a question or whether you want me to make a certain video or you just want to talk a little crazy. Well, anyway, till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.